today we're going to be talking about heartbreak because like it just needs to be talked about, and I feel like nobody really talks about it anymore. Like on TikTok they do, but like when you come to YouTube for it, no one really talks about it. So heartbreak is a thing, obviously everybody knows, because if you haven't went through it yet, you will go through it at one point in your life. If you're a young kid still, or you haven't been through it, just like you're gonna go through it and it's gonna suck. Just like it's gonna happen at some point in your life, and it's the worst feeling ever. But no, you are good enough, and don't change that for that person. My first love, I changed for him. Like I changed everything. I stopped eating because I wanted to look like every other girl he wanted to be with. All these other girls he would talk about them all the time, and I wanted to look exactly like them because I wanted to be everything he wanted. I changed for him. I did things that I would have never done for him because I thought it would make him stay. A person is not gonna stay if they don't want to, no matter if you change or do what they want. If they don't want to stay, they're not gonna stay. And I'm sorry, but that's the hard truth, okay? So they're not, if they want to go, they're gonna go. And if it's meant to be, they'll come back. Um, but if it's not meant to be, then it's not. But don't sit and wait around for them. Yeah, it might be meant to be, but not at that time. Maybe in the future, not now. So you should not sit there and dwell and think about it all the time. And I know this is so hard to do all the time, and think that you cannot move on from that person because you promised them forever. Okay, you might have promised them that, and I think of this too. I need to get it through my head sometimes too. You promised them forever. They promised you forever. They left, so you're not breaking that promise. They broke that promise, so you have the right to go and move on and be happy. And maybe in a couple years down the road or something, maybe that person will change. Highly doubt it, because some people just don't change. But you know, sometimes people do change, and maybe in a few years you guys will be right for each other. Maybe in a few years this boy will not be this little immature boy who just thinks about himself and about freaking doing everybody in the town. That's all boys are gonna think about at this age. They're just gonna think about sex. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it has to be said. All they want is sex, and they want your body and all of that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that there's not no good guys out there, because believe me, there is. But once you get with one type of guy, like if you get with a guy who wants you for your body and wants to do all this stuff for you and is ready for all that, but you don't want to do it because you're insecure or you're not ready, and they just keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, it's gonna make you more insecure. But if you grew up with people like that in your life, like if your parents got with people like that, it's proven that you're gonna want to go after the same thing. And if they're like mentally abusive and stuff, you're gonna go after that same thing because that's what you've seen your whole life, because your parents did the same thing. So it's proven that you're gonna think that's right. You're gonna think that's what love is, but it's not what love is. Love is when someone makes time for you, when they are there, when they don't just want your body. If somebody loves you, they won't ask you, hey, can you send me nudes, and not talk to you all day. And then after you send them nudes, they don't just say, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. That's not, no, that's not love at all. And I think I had to learn it the hard way. It took me about 9 times, but I'm starting to get it through my head. And people are gonna try and make you look like the bad guy. Like that person's family, if you were close with them, they're gonna try to make you look like the bad guy, but you're not. Yes, you guys probably both did things in the relationship, so you should own up to what you did. But if they're saying things that you didn't do, do not blame yourself. But if you just want that all out of the air, go to that person, whoever you need to talk to, say, I'm sorry for whatever you think happened, but this or this did not happen. These are lies you're getting told, and either they can believe you or they don't. But that's on them, because you apologized, you paid your respects, everything you need to do. So now, do not let that family get into your head. You need to move on. And so with my counselor that I go to, basically, everybody was trying to keep me away from that time, and I thought everybody was wrong for that. Like, not everybody, like my mom and the counselor just thought that was the right thing. And at the time, I thought my mom was the worst, and she was just being mean and trying to take my freedom away. But really, she wasn't, because when you surround yourself with, let's say, that person, if that you hang out with him or them I shouldn't just say him because girls can do this, but it's more common for guys because guys are just horny things right now. But like his friends, if you hang out with them, you cannot surround yourself around his friends and them, or like his friends and his family if you're close to his family, because his family, his friends, his anything, they're all going to talk about him. And it's gonna make it even harder because you're just gonna continue thinking about it, thinking about it, and thinking about that person. Because the mom, the dad, whoever, uncles, aunts, whatever, whoever you're close to in that family, are gonna keep talking about him, talking about him, talking about him. And of course, his friends are gonna too. Like if he gets a new girlfriend, his friends are gonna tell you. Like they don't mean to hurt you. People don't mean to hurt you when they talk about it. And I used to take it in the way, oh, you're trying to hurt me because you're talking about him. They're not trying to hurt you. I just don't think they like. I don't think it goes through their head and they think about what they're saying could hurt, because if you miss that person, and like one thing that just used to trigger me was when people would say, oh yeah, you miss him and stuff all the time. um like it always just used to get to me, I think, because I didn't want people to know that I missed him. And still to this day, I don't know if I miss him or the memories, but um it took me a while to realize what I miss. And now that I think about it, I think it's more the memories. But like I said, still to this day, I don't know what it is. But you're forever gonna miss the memories and the good times with that person. So you'll miss that person in those good times. But when you have those bad times, it's like this. Most of the time, right here, this is your good, but your good should be all the way up here. But your good's right here with that person because they're kind of like it's toxicness. And then your bad days are way down here. But for you, this is a good day, but this should not be a good day. Your bad should be right here. Your bad should never get that low. The good should be all the way up here. But it wasn't like that. That's what it's like. And then they they blame it on other people that you guys broke up. They say, oh, my family doesn't like this, blah 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 blah. It sometimes it's true, okay? But if that person loved you, they would stand up for you, and they wouldn't care what their family or friends think. They would just push and push for you. So that's the thing with heartbreak. You cannot let them get to you, because once you let them get to you, they're gonna know that they have every single power to hurt you. And if that's their logic in their head or their game they're trying to play, then they're gonna know they won. Because they like to play mental games with you. And yeah, I was so weak before. It just broke me so much. And now like I just feel bad for the people that go through it after me. Um, Even if it's not just with him, anybody that goes through it, it kind of like makes me feel bad, because like I was at that point and I know I wasn't strong at the time because I was going to self-harm. I cried myself to sleep, all that. And like I just think about like all these other teen girls that are gonna go through it in the like world and society they're growing up in. Like it's just gonna be to like 10 times worse when they get older. And that's the thing that sucks. Is that it's gonna be 10 times worse, because do you guys see how boys are now? Like boys, they don't care how they make girls feel. They just do what they need. Like really, boys, here, this is for the boys. If you guys really are needing to, whatever you need to do, deal with yourself, there is apps, things you can go watch. Stop hitting girls up for it. Girls don't want to do that. You are making them feel insecure. It is making them feel worse about themselves, because after you send those videos over and over and over, think about what that's going to do in the future. Because if those ever get leaked, then it sucks. And I'm saying this because I know what could happen to me and stuff. So that's why you shouldn't do it. And this is my warning. And if you think parents are telling you these things to be mean, I really thought, like, I'll put this out there right now. My mom's watching. I should have listened. Yes, I should have. But you know what I did? I did those things. I learned my lesson. I will never, ever, ever, ever do those types of things again, because I learned my lesson. So if you did do it, please just learn the lesson from it. No, I'm not gonna hate on you, bash you, none of that. Heck, but no, I'm not here for that. I'm here to uplift you and tell you that, okay, it's fine, you did it, you shouldn't have, but just learn from it, please, because the best thing you can do is learn from your mistakes. Because if you don't learn from them, you keep doing it over and over, then you're not gonna get anywhere. So, yeah. But boys are gonna make girls feel so insecure and everything. Like back before, like before our generation, like they would just want the cute pictures and goofy sides and see all that of us. They didn't ask for our bodies. Like, why do boys do that? I just don't get it. I guess it's just boys, but like, it sucks that our world's like this. But yeah, but if you're going through heartbreak, message me. We can talk about it. But know your worth, because if you don't know your worth, it is just gonna be worse and worse and worse. You have to learn your worth at some point. And if you need help learning your worth, I'm here. But you also have to believe in yourself, because I can't make you believe anything. Okay, guys, I love you. And know it's gonna be okay. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but give it time and it will be okay. I promise.